Incident report writing. It's one of those skills that really separates an average guard from a future leader. Today, we're going to master this skill so that your report becomes your most powerful tool. Let's get started.
All right, first things first, a really important question. Does the report you write actually protect you in a tough situation, maybe even in court, or does it end up trapping you instead? Because believe me, there's a world of difference between the two. Look, it just takes one small mistake, just one. And suddenly you could be facing legal trouble, your client's insurance claim could get rejected, or you could even find your job on the line. The stakes? They're incredibly high.
So you've got to understand, this report is so much more than just a piece of paperwork. It's your shield. It's your professional armor. It's what protects you from liability and, at the same time, helps make your site safer for absolutely everyone.
So what's the solution? Well, it's something I call the 5W1H super formula. This is the exact method used by security experts all over the world, and it's the key to making your reports completely bulletproof.
So what exactly is this 5W1H method? It's actually really simple. It's a system built around answering 6 critical questions. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. You answer these, and I guarantee your report will be complete and absolutely rock solid.
First up, the first W stands for who. Here, you need to identify every single person involved. We're talking suspects, victims, witnesses. And hey, if the police show up, you need their names and badge numbers. The more specific you are, the better.
The second W, what? What exactly happened during the incident? Your job is to describe the entire sequence of events, step by step, and in chronological order. What happened first, what happened next, lay it out clearly, almost like you're describing a scene from a movie.
All right, our third W is when. For this, you have to note the precise date and time. And always use the 24-hour format. Military time. So for example, 2 p.m. becomes 1400 hours. This eliminates any possible confusion. No AM or PM mistakes.
Number 4, the W for where. Your location needs to be pinpoint accurate. Don't just write in the parking lot. Nope, get specific. Northwest parking lot, Bay 7, directly under CCTV camera 4B. Now that's how a professional does it.
Fifth, we have why. Now, this one's tricky. If you know the reason for the incident with 100% certainty, then write it down. But, and this is super important, if you are not sure, do not guess, ever. You simply write undetermined. It's not your job to play detective. And finally, the H is for how. How did the incident actually happen? What methods were used? For instance, did the suspect force the gate open, or did they tailgate someone to get inside? Those are the kinds of details that go right here.
Okay, so now you've got all your 5W1H facts. How do you actually write the narrative? The rule is incredibly simple. Stick to the facts. Describe what you saw, not what you think you saw.
Your job is to observe and report. That's it. You see something, you write it down. You are not an investigator. That's a job for the police or for management. You have to remember your role. You are the eyes and ears on the ground, not the judge and jury.
All right, let's move on to the next section of your report, actions and evidence. What did you do in response to the incident, and what proof did you find? Documenting this part is absolutely critical. Just take a look at this table. It's a really clear way to log exactly what action you took, like issued a verbal warning, what evidence you collected, maybe a photo of the damaged lock, and whether you notified the police. It's simple, it's clear, and it's professional. Yeah. Behind every action you take, there has to be a why. You need to be able to justify everything you did. And what's that justification? It's your company's SOP, the standard operating procedure. Think of it as your rule book, and honestly, it's your biggest backup.
Okay, let's dive into the top 3 most common mistakes I see security staff make. And by avoiding these, you can instantly go from looking like an amateur to a real professional.
The biggest mistake of all is giving your opinion. Writing, the suspect was aggressive. That's an opinion. But writing, the suspect shouted and tore the visitor pass, now that's a fact. I have personally seen reports thrown out in legal proceedings because of one subjective word. Always write facts, not your feelings. Some other big mistakes, using jargon, like 10-4. The person reading your report, maybe a lawyer or an insurance agent, might have no idea what that means. Another one is writing down hearsay as fact. If someone tells you something, put it in quotes. And this one is huge. Delaying the report. Did you know your memory can fade by as much as 50% just 1 hour after an incident? You have to write that report immediately.
Okay, so before you even think about submitting that report, here is your final bulletproof checklist. Following this will make sure your report is totally court-ready.
Just follow these 5 simple steps. 1. Collect all your 5W1H facts. 2. Write an objective narrative. 3. Note your actions and the evidence. 4. Review it for any mistakes. And 5. Submit it immediately. It's as simple as that. Remember this, your report is a direct reflection of your professionalism. A clear, factual report isn't just good paperwork. It's the mark of a true security leader. And you know what? That's the kind of thing that gets you noticed for a promotion.
The next incident could happen at any moment. The question you have to ask yourself is this: when it does, will your report be your shield, or will it be your weak spot? The choice is entirely up to you.
If you found this training helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I want to hear from you, so drop a comment below and tell me what your single biggest challenge is with report writing. Thanks so much for joining me.